Okay, let us discuss some complex programs examples in Java for this YouTube video. Okay, first we are going to create some complex class. We know how to handle the imaginary numbers, right? It demonstrates the encapsulation and operator like methods. See, we are going to create a class with the name complex, public class complex. We declared two variables. Data type is double and they are marked as a private final. They cannot be modified or edited because the access modifier is private, and we already marked it as a final, so we cannot change the values once we assigned it. And we have a constructor. Through the constructor we are actually setting these values, and there is a method. Okay, what we are doing here, we are just adding the imaginary numbers. You can see here complex object, we are reading it, and then we are adding the parameters that are coming as input and to the actual values. Okay, and we are also calculating times, number of times that number is, you can see here. Okay, both real number and imaginary number we are calculating. So let us see, and we actually overridden this toString method just to print the values, real number, imaginary number, and these values you can see. And public static void main, I'm going to pass two objects for this example. You can see first thing is instantiating the complex object with the value 5 and 6, other thing 3 and 4. You can see positive values, I passed the positive values, and later on I passed negative and positive value, you can see here. And what happens here, it will assign these values, and after that am I calling the plus symbol here? No, I'm not calling anywhere. I'm just calling times method. Okay, so what it will do, the real number it will be calculated. What is the b here? B is the I'm passing negative value and positive value, so it will calculate the number of times. Okay, so this is a simple example for a program, and you can say I want to explain another program. What they are doing, it is a streaming example. They declared an array list having some values. You can see some of the values. You can actually declare an array list, provide the values using a simple arrays.asList method. You can convert these multiple, it will convert these multiple values into the array list. So in normal way, what you do, actually declared, initialize the array, and then you have to add these values one by one. So using a Java 8 simplified, arrays.asList methods, it provides a benefit and a simplification of it actually, we can actually provide the values in a simple way. And now what we are doing, I want to see first we applied the stream method for an array list, and then we are filtering. What we are filtering, n arrow n percentile by 2 equal to 0. That means if the remainder of any number equal to 0 divisible by 2, if any number is divisible by 2 and remainder equal to 0, then you pick that value. That means you are picking a even numbers, and after that you get the distinct, that too. Okay, even numbers are there, you need to get the distinct values. Maybe you have a duplicate values, you need to remove those. See, you can see 10 and 10 is repeated 2 times. It is an even number, so we need to avoid the duplicate. That is why we need a distinct. After that we are applying a sorting on that particular list. You see sorted function, and inside that we are passing comparator reverse order method. So it will sort the values in a reverse order, as descending order. Okay, and after that you are picking the top 3 values. We are limiting it to top 3 only. Take the top 3 values and take them into another list, .collect.collectors.to list. Okay, and finally we are printing it. You see 98 is the top number, highest number. What is the next number? It is 32 and the 10. Got it, right? Okay, let me handle more thing here. What is this? Pork fry. How to do a pork fry? You can see pork curries. We can make a pork curries in this way. We can actually do it in very good way. The pork. We need to have a small pieces, pork pieces. Okay. If the pieces are very large, it is not good to cook the pork. Not at all good. You need to have a small pieces. If you get the small pieces of pork, right, it would be very tasty. You can see here. Okay, let's jump into the program here again. Now you can see I want to explain another program. What is this? Okay, it is done. Now I'm going here. I'm going to pick some examples. Okay. Tricky Java programs. Okay, let's jump into here. Let's see. Tricky Java programs. What are these? Okay, reverse. Wait, it is asking a login. Why should we log in? Actually, we don't need to log in, right? So it's still asking login. Okay, some of these programs, let me explain some of the programs here. It does not look good. More complex examples. Okay, new match. Let us see how this is also, the visibility is not good. What this? I am just trying to find out some good program wherever the visibility is good. I want to. Okay, even number I explained you can see here it's already, but the thing is here what they are doing, arrays dot stream boxed, okay, collect, and collectors dot partitioning by even number. So you can see there are two methods. It is a boxed, we passed that array into a stream and then we called a boxed, and we are using collectors dot partitioning by, we are partitioning by even number. See, num arrow number percentile to equal to 0. Okay, this is also a way to do that. And now you see there is another thing. We have taken an array list, and then we want to, okay, what we are doing, we are just converting a number, you see, into the string. Convert integer, we are just concatenating a string value simply. Simple quotation opening and closing, nothing. You see, dot map, we called a dot map method, and s arrow, s plus quotations, open quotation or single quotation, and we are filtering. The string should start with 1. Okay, since we converted this into string, right, we can actually utilize a start with method, any string functions. Now here the array list, the number of elements inside the array list, they are not at all numbers, the literals, they are strings. That is why we can call a starts with method. We can also do like this. So whatever the number starting with the 10, we want to print that. That is the expectation here. What are the numbers starting with 7? 10 is starting, 15 is starting. There are only two numbers, right? And you can also do like this. Okay, and the output is 10, 15. You can see here. And next thing is what we are doing here. We have taken an array list, and then new hash set. You see, we took a hash set. Hash set generally avoids duplicate values. Okay. Stream dot filter of n arrow set dot add of n, we are adding numbers to n, is not what is that not okay. See, the thing is here what it is doing, it is removing okay, set will okay. You see here it is a reverse approach. Set generally it avoids the duplicate values. When it avoids the duplicate value, what are the actual values? 10, 15, 8, 49, these are the values. But here we are applying a negation here, you can see. So that is why what it will print only 98 and 15. Why? Because those are the only two values that are repeated, duplicate values, right? That is why it printed here. Okay, and next thing you can see here no duplicate data. So we applied a distinct method, stream.distinct. Okay, for each no duplicate system dot. Okay, we want to print a duplicate, no duplicate data, because we applied a distinct. It will remove all the duplicates and print the unique values, and we are not doing any sorting and or anything. You can see here. Next thing is we took an array and then we are passing those values to set. It will give a unique list. It will remove all the duplicates, and on the set we are actually applying a stream again, and we are converting that again to list, because that was set, and again we are converting back to list. And here and now we are iterating that list, we are printing the value. Simple. Next thing is, okay, we used a boxed and we applied. You can also do like this using a boxed method. Okay, here we have taken another array list. You can see we called a stream method, mylist.stream. Okay, we are finding the find first. What is for first value? Okay, and if present, just print it. What is the first value here? 10. Simple, right? Find first method is generally used to find the first value in a array list. Sometimes we want to get the first list right from the array. You need to, if you go with the traditional approach, you need to iterate through the array list, and you have to get that, or you have to use the index of particular array list, and you have to pick the value. If you are going to use Java 8, you can do like this, streams, right? Streams are generally used to manipulate the data, right? Okay, I want to get the count of numbers. Okay, it will give the count of values. So I think it won't remove the duplicates. It will count all the values. Let us see how many values are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 values are there. It is including the duplicate values. Count method is including the duplicate values also. Okay, dot count method. Okay, here we are calling a max operation, and inside max method you see we are passing integer dot method reference compare and dot get. Okay, we want to get the maximum value, so we can get the maximum values like this. It is very simple and straightforward. You can also do like this, see natural order, comparator dot natural order. Okay, now here is the lengthy Java 8 function. You can see we have taken a string and we are converting that into chars, because we need a stream, right? If we want to apply a stream method, stream object, we have to convert them into a stream of characters. So that is why we are calling input dot chars, and dot map, you can see character dot to lowercase. We are converting that into lowercase. Every character we are converting that into lowercase. Character dot value of it. Here we are using a wrapper object, character wrapper class, and converting that into lowercase. Why did we take okay, we need to do like first of all we need to convert this letter into character. We are making sure. See, why did we call character dot value of inside? Again we are passing this because the thing is the input string may contain okay, it is a character, right? So we are typecasting that into character and converting it into character, and then we are applying it. Get it right? And then you can see we are applying grouping by, collectors dot grouping by, functions dot identity for each character. For each character we are collecting the count, number of count, how many times the particular letter is existed. Let's see, Java articles are awesome. You can see J is repeated only once, J is not repeated. Letter A is repeated many times, 1 2 3 4 times it is repeated. Okay, so and then we are getting entry set. Okay, entry set will give both the key and value. Entry set, right? Because the thing is here, when we doing a group by, it will give a map, so we need to apply entry set, and then we are applying a stream dot filter. You can see if I if any, we are only filtering the value. Okay, we are trying to get only the letters that are having count as 1. If any letter is repeated twice, and then we are ignoring it. And map, we want to display only key, that particular letter. We don't need to display the count, because we are already making sure that if any letter is not repeated, print that letter only. And in those letters we are actually getting only first letter, not all the letters. So then the result is, what is the unique letter? J. Should be J, right? Small letter. Okay. So this is how you can do it. Here again, what you are doing, you are actually again the same thing. Entry set. Here also you are getting the fine pass. It is repeated same twice again. There is another method, map to object. We are mapping a character. Simply filter. What is this? Hash set. Okay, negation. We applied the negation here. Find first or else null. Okay, this is also a thing that we can do. Unique value set size equal to this size. Origin false. Okay, that is fine. Now we can actually concat two strings like this. Okay, you see, we are cube. We are actually collecting and getting the cube of a number, multiplying it 3 times. For example, if you take I power cube, okay, and you only read the values that are greater than 50, you can see. So we are collecting the cube root, I think, and then we are printing it. Okay, that's not a problem. Parallel sort. Okay, parallel sort is sorted this array using a parallel sort. Okay, we took an array list of nodes and we added a couple of nodes here. List is of type nodes object, so it is taking ID, description and some number. And now there is a map, node list dot stream we applied, and we are sorting it as per the tag ID. Okay, sorting it as per the tag ID, and take them in a reverse order. We applied a reverse order, and then we are converting it to map. You see, it is we want to get a map of nodes record. So to map nodes, tag name node star nodes method reference star colon get tag name. We are getting a tag name as an ID. Okay, tag ID is a value, you can see here. These are key and values, so that way you can see here sorting is based on that. And now you can see tag name and tag ID. Now we can print the values here. What they are doing here, they took some strings into array and applied a string collect, and they are using grouping by. What they are doing, functions dot identity. Okay, how many times that particular word is repeated, you can see they are printing it. They are not sorting it, that is why it printed in a disorder. There is no order here. So here we applied a stream and filtering it, collection start frequency of names. Okay, if anything is repeated twice, you can see if the greater than one, collector start grouping by, and then we are getting the counting. We applied a grouping by, and simply we are filtering. We are just filtering the repeated values. So here we will get only AA. Okay, so the word is AA. It is only the word that is repeated twice. Other words are not repeated, they are unique values. You can also do like this. You can see using the filter entry set. First we are grouping by using identity and counting. Okay, and then dot entry set string filter dot filter, we applied a filter. Okay, I think these are the examples. More or less all the things are same. Here we are using optional. See, optional dot of nullable will pass in array list, or else get collections dot empty list creates empty immutable list. It is not null, then we are returning a null, otherwise it returns empty list. And then we are applying the stream object and then filter. We need only non-nullable values. Okay, and then we are getting these things. Okay, so here arrays dot stream s.split map. So what we are doing here, we are actually converting that into lowercase. We are splitting the string using a empty and converting into lowercase. Collectors dot grouping by. For every string we are getting a count. Okay, I hope I don't prefer to use the Java 8. Basically I would like to go with the natural Java options. I'm not, because I felt difficult debugging the Java 8. Whenever you have developing any application with Java 8, it is replacing the boilerplate code, but the problem is whenever you are debugging some issue, some exception, I found it very difficult to debug the Java 8 coding part comparing to the actual traditional coding style. So I don't prefer to use it much Java 8. I will go with the traditional approach of implementing any Java application. I hope you understood this. Thank you very much.